Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right, wealthy rising, y'all. They have to catch the replay for the ones that ain't here. They couldn't make it, whatever the case is. Tasia, wealthy rising, how you feeling? All right, I'm gonna do a quick run through this because I got a couple people that's on Pacific time and they ain't up yet. For those who don't know, this is Folks Finance. This is the website that we use to manage our money, manage our assets, and use the private banking strategy. This website allows you to make money whether the market is going up or the market is going down. So you go to Folks Finance, you click on launch. Once you click on launch, it'll take you to the main site. Here is where we create loans. I say this all the time. You're not applying for a loan, you're not asking for a loan. You create the loan from scratch, right? You create it from scratch. That's still wrong. It's going to be a general type of loan, something simple. After you create the loan, you can add collateral to the loan. You can put any amount you want to put inside the loan. You can borrow up to 70% from your loans. And this is all same day transactions. What was the question that got asked? He didn't even post it. I told him to post it. All right, for example, let's go here. After you add money to your loans, you can add Algorand to the loan. You can add USD coin to the loan. Clicking add puts your money inside of the loan that you created. Once you do that, you can borrow money from the loan that you created. Same day process, same transaction. Doing this allows you to keep your money and still pay your bills or reinvest in other places. That is the main goal here with the loans. You're gonna, like right here, for example, I've put in $15,000 and I've spent $10,000 on my bills, on reinvesting, on this, on that. And now the 15,000 is still compounding, and I do not have to pay the 10,000 back. It is not a requirement to pay the borrow to pay the debt back. So most people are still afraid of debt because of, you know, the way the system works, and there's a lot of pressure on people to hold on to a lot of debt, unless, of course, you have a strategy like this where you have to put your money into an asset, then you borrow. Same as if you put your money into a real estate property, then you borrow and go get the loan. Or if you put the money into an insurance policy and then you borrow money from the policy. Same exact concept, just a different vehicle and resource to use. The deposit section is the safe bet. Like I always tell people, like right now, they're giving out 13% on deposits. So just from depositing X amount of dollars, you'll be earning 13% on your money. And you don't get that with all the banks in the world combined. You wouldn't be getting that type of return. So just something to consider. If anybody else had any more questions on this, just get with me. Let me see if anybody popped on here. All right. Ray, Tasia, I know y'all new right here. Y'all got any questions on what I just said?
So I'm completely new to the space. So I really just want to know, the value behind this and pretty much just explain the origin of, what you're speaking about.
Okay, so the value is you get to make compound interest actively and passively. So your money will grow every 4 seconds and you'll be able to retain the equity. So for example, like I said, I've put in 15,000 inside of this platform using this strategy. I've already spent 10,000 of that, but I still keep the $15,000 in assets in value. I still control that. I have custody. That's the big value of this whole thing. Custody. Anything that you're using right now, the banks, insurance companies, you don't actually have custody of an asset. You're using equity from the bank, right? You're investing in the bank. With this, I actually control this asset. I control this equity. I can take it out whenever I want. I can send it wherever I want. I don't have to ask anyone. There's no taxes. There's no maintenance. There's no crazy fees. And there's no personal information required to do this. So anybody, anywhere can do this. With the strategy that we created, it's simply just using those same ones that I just explained. Like if you own a house and you don't want to sell your house, but you need money, you can go and get a loan. In this example, if you got $15,000 and you don't want to spend your money, you don't want to lose your assets, you borrow against them. And then it gets a little more detailed and intricate than that, but these are just the basics. You will use the deposit just to stack your money because you earn a higher return on interest than you do anywhere else. You would create the loans if you want to be more risky and make more passive and active income, right? Your collateral, the money that you start with, will grow every 4 seconds. I show people this all the time. This is what compound interest look like. So every 4 seconds, the money will start adding on cents and dollars depending on how much you have in your account. After you add the collateral, you can borrow, which is where we came up with how to pay your bills. Because once you pay your bills with Algorand, if the market drops, when the market drops, that is a good thing for us because we get paid when the market is dropping. The average person is losing money when the market drops. But due to this strategy, when the market drops, we are able to make more money from that transaction. Did anything I just say give you a little more clarity? Wealthy Riser, Noah?
Yes, it did. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it.
No problem.
So I guess my second question would be, what would you say is a safe deposit to start with?
So deposits are safe, just like I'm gonna say the deposits are the safest bet, and there is no minimums at all. So if you want to just sit $10 here to see how $10 performs, you can do that. If you want to see how $1,000 performs, you can do that. And there's no concern or worry about the money losing value or going away or disappearing with the deposit. It's simply just a deposit, and you're going to earn compound interest from that deposit. One more thing, I think I spoke on this already. So these lending pools, like right here, says 50% APY. So if you put $100 here, you'll earn 50%. You'll earn $50 over the course of 12 months, obviously, because it's annual percentage. But this is 50%. You don't see this anywhere. A lot of people that are not on the frequency to understand, like you should be focusing on gains. You should be focusing on compound interest. See how $10 performs. CJ, what's going on? How you feeling? What was I just saying?
Focusing on gains.
Okay, yeah. So that's the whole thing here. My personal philosophy on investing and the way that I teach and what I teach is how to make money off of other people's transactions. Like that is the easiest way, the best way for me to explain what we doing here. That's why the loans are labeled uptrend and downtrend. When the market is trending up, that means people are buying in and we are profiting off of that. When the market is downtrending, people are selling out and we profited off of that as well. And this is not trading. This is banking. we get paid from the people that trade. When they trade, we get paid. All right, let me see what this thing did. Okay, so what's that? The daily. Okay. Tasia, do you know how to trade?
No, sir. I'm gonna say no, but I was a part of the platform I Am Academy for like 2 seconds, and then I left. So no, not at this time.
She said 2 seconds. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the simple version how I do it.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, like, for those who are like really beginners, where can they start?
This start right here with me. So just looking at this chart, even if a person doesn't know how to read a chart, right? This is how we make money in the class. The green candles mean somebody's buying. They buying. The red candles mean somebody's selling. They taking profit or they scared and they don't want to lose their money, so they quit. These loans work in unison to the information that's on this chat, on this chart. So this is just a record. This is already what's happened. It shows you what's happening, but if you look at it, it's showing you the past record of the asset algo. When everybody's buying, the value of the asset is going to increase. But because we are using private banking, we control, as an example, because I just did the math, we control 58,000 assets. These are assets, and I stress that a lot because some people think that it's a game, right? It don't matter if it's $10, $1 million, or $50. If it's an asset, it's an asset. So this is 58,000 assets. When the price of these assets go up to, let's say this turns into 7,000, has a cash value of 7,000. Instead of me saying, oh, I need to sell so I can take profit, so I can cash out and benefit, we can just borrow against the value. So we still get to keep our assets and they're still working for us, still growing, still compounding. But then we have the power to still use the equity and the value of the assets that we have custody of, right? When you're doing this with these other institutions, you don't have custody. And as long as you don't have custody, they can manipulate the game however they want. Where we go. All right. So when the market is going down, right here, for example, this was a 2.5%. So this means that the actual price of the asset dropped 2.5%. But because we have the downtrend loans, when the market is dropping, we're able to take advantage of that drop because somebody's selling, somebody's scared, somebody's throwing free money back in the game. And we're able to collect that by borrowing, and then you can take the profit or you can reinvest it. You got options at that point. But this is 24/7. So right when the market goes down, it'll go right back up. So after the asset loses 2.5%, it also gains another 4%. Then it'll go back down. It'll rinse and repeat this all the way through. Now, for the people who have been in class for a while, let's say you started class right here and you missed the downtrend and you got into class. If you just go right here, you made money, right? If you've been in the class since yesterday, you would have made money several ways. Your assets would have appreciated and you would have been able to borrow more from your loans. So you make money here while also making money from just owning and controlling custody of the asset. So there's two ways you're making money off of the same asset, and then you can triple, quadruple down because we got other ways that we also make money off after this. But this is the main way that we generate the income to be able to do some of the other things we do. Do I got any questions? Okay. Let me go here. For those who don't know, the price of class is now $800. It's 50% off for anybody that's referred or comes to the live classes. I forgot I had that on there. And let me not forget to do this because I forgot last week I was busy. So every Monday we have a raffle lottery for all those who actually bought their tickets already. The tickets are NFTs. If you do not win, you can resell your ticket to someone else in the class, someone else in the game that wants to take a chance on winning the $100 every Monday. All right, so I'm gonna spin this and then they can come back and see who the winner was, and then the winner will know who they were. Okay, so ring one is the winner of the raffle lottery this Monday. I'll reach out to them, get that together. Everybody here, it's recorded so y'all can see me do it. Do I got any questions on the raffle lottery? While I got a few people on here. Oh, okay, good. Sharif, what's going on? Peace. All right. And then I go a headline for y'all. I got to do some more digging. But XLM is going to make it a lot easier for us to turn our cash into crypto and crypto back into cash. That is the biggest challenge right now with anybody that's deep into crypto like me or deeper. Finding a way to move large sums of money back and forth without them getting a cut. And that's what crypto is going to allow us to do. Move money instantly without a middleman. So I tell people this all the time. This stuff is legal because it's not illegal. They haven't made any federal regulations or decided how they want to operate these things. And it's basically money laundering the legal way, right? This is why it's so much, news and focus around this. This is basically money laundering using technology. So the sooner people learn how to do this, the better off they'll be in managing their money and keeping their money circulating for them and benefiting them. And these billion-dollar companies are popping up out of nowhere. Banks getting bought up, getting taken out because they're about to switch the game up to be able to compete on this level, moving money instantly, taxing people instantly, taking people's money instantly. This is what's about to happen with this technology. So it's going to be very important to learn how this stuff works. Like I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years now, and I'm steady learning because they're steady upgrading and switching things and adding things, and people really gonna be left behind. Like they really about to kill the poor class and that lower middle class. They're about to crush it because these assets that I'm talking about cost pennies on the dollar right now. But if you're not in the mindset of investing at all or researching or reading or have any type of interest in finance, you're gonna miss this boat. And that's sad for me to think about sometimes how people gonna miss this boat, but everybody can't go, right?
Quick input. Well, just want to tell them that all the banks is already implementing it. They just not telling everybody, but BOA, all the big banks is already implementing this stuff into their financing and stuff like that. So y'all might need to get into it.
I ain't gonna need to do that. I'll pull it up on another one. But yeah, this was the headline right here though. So just, having multiple ways to turn your crypto into cash and cash into crypto. The main thing I tell people is I put food on the table with this, right? I take care of my baby with this. About school just started, birthday coming up. for people who like say they need to feel cash, they need something tangible. The plan is get the money in crypto and then convert the crypto into real world assets, into cars, into houses, into food. That's the game now. But people still stuck on chasing the physical material that they can't, perceive what this is, how valuable this is. And I did the math yesterday on this. Let me see. All right, so yesterday I did math on this. 58,000 assets comes out to like $6,300 right now at the current price. So 58,000 assets. 58,000 assets at 11 cents each. $6,300. The moment this price goes up to 78 cents, 75 cents, this $6,766,000 turns into $45,000. And the advantage that I have is when this 6,000 turns into 45,000, I don't have to cash out. I don't have to sell. I'll just go over here and borrow a little 10, 15, 20 off of it. And I can reinvest that. I can go buy a car with it. I can do whatever I want to do, but I still have my 58,000 assets and they're worth more. So that's my long game right there. That's what I've been looking at lately, is how to take advantage of the holding strategy instead of just focusing on the banking. Because the longer I do this, the more I play with things and try little different strategies or whatnot to make it more efficient for myself. And then I share it with the class. So like, if you guys like it or it helps you, then you can use it as well. But there is no mandatory way to do this. Once you learn how to work it, you can freestyle. It's going to be on you. Everybody's account is going to be different. We have different amounts. We have to pull money out at different times. We put money in at different times. So it's just important that you understand how to work the strategy, how to work the platform, and then you go from there. And this is just the first step, though. I just want people to know how they can start making money right now, because everybody wants to make money. But then once that learning curve pops up, some people just turn away. They get discouraged. I'm just here to keep encouraging the people that are interested in taking this chance and getting into this area, make it a little easier for them. But I don't want to ramble on too much. So do I got any questions before I get out of here?
Let me, I could say something real quick, Walt.
Go ahead, bro.
The learning curve is, we also got a classroom, so where you can study on your own time. You don't have to make all the calls. If you do make the calls, that's cool too. But yeah, man, just get in there, learn, and earn. Simple.
So how does one get access to this resource here?
Who brought you? Tasia Paris, right?
Yeah, Paris invited me. Right. So thank you, by the way, Paris.
Just get with Paris, and then he'll get you started if you're ready now. Remember, if you're ready now, you get 50% off. If you're not ready, price is $800, and the price of class goes up every month because we making money every second. Like when you do this, you're gonna start off with over 10 streams of income. This ain't a game. Matter of fact, hey Ray, can you speak right now? I know you just popped back on here. I just got Ray set up Thursday, or just finally got him set up the other day. How you feeling, Ray?
I can speak real quick. Hey, what's good with you, bro?
Yeah, I know you just got started, but we've putting your account together and everything. But can you share any insight on what you've noticed stuff so far since you got started?
So basically, kind of going through the process that you sent over to me, to where I was able to set up the 2 different accounts and transfer money over to it. But that's as far as I've gotten so far.
Okay. So you set up the folks finance, and then you got the liquidity pool part getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll check back with you. But now, how easy is it though? That's my main thing. Like, it's easy because someone's guiding you and telling you what to do, but how easy is it physically?
Oh, it's very easy. I was able to complete that process in less than 5 minutes.
So the hardest part, the most challenging part, I will say, is managing the money. That's the challenge, managing the money. So right now, the liquidation margin is the most important part. If the liquidation margin goes to zero, you lose all of your money. How do you keep the liquidation margin from going to zero? By using the strategy and managing the account, because you use both of these loans in unison together. They feed each other. They keep each other afloat, because the market cannot go up and down at the same time. And that's why we take those wins. When the market drop, we get paid. And then when the market go back up, we get paid again. And we rinse and repeat that. While people are investing and just praying and hoping that it's going to go straight up, which we know it's not, we take advantage of those dips and those drops. Like, that's where the real money is made on any market, when it's dropping. Because in order to make money from the uptrend or appreciating, you got to stay in there, hang out for a long time to really make some money off of letting the market go up. But anytime it drop, it'll drop fast and it'll drop hard, no matter what market. And you just have to be in a position to capitalize off of that. But I appreciate y'all coming to chill with us on the morning. Come up. We're going to do it again Friday. If anybody got any questions, y'all can reach out to me. If anybody shared this information with you, you get with them and they can get you started. And we just going to get this money today. Beginning of the week. All right. I'm out of here. Thank y'all again.